Alright. Do you have 2020? What is it?
Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with...
Do you have Fall Guys?
We're the best in the business.
Do you have Fall Guys?
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit
I
at all.
can get it for free since I have... Yeah.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red. We're underway in Kansas City. This will be taken in at the 1.
Yeah, I don't play it anymore.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Yep. I started playing new games.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Check 53. Here we go.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage.
Wait, did it cost money?
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks.
Are you happy that he did that?
Maybe a gain of spot. Actually, no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's complete. James White. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give him much run after catch.
Broke ankles. I broke some.
A good return there, 17 yards.
After my match, I'll look at the Gang Beast.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10.
That's Gang Beast.
Just shy of the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play action.
Now no, I used to though when I was little. Oh, interception! What in the world? Some lucky kid just literally stole my ball.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But
no, get down.
He's able to wipe things away pretty easily and
hey, turn down your mic just a tad.
On the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Brady. To the line, but it's incomplete.
Dang it, bro. I thought that was intercept.
The positioning here is key.
Somebody come and get it.
99% of the time,
yeah, fair like that.
but in this case, making play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Bobby. Why?
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him. It did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Dang it, man.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down, here's White. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides.
When is Fall Guys done?
During a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's White. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. There he goes, left side.
Go, Hill. No way.
Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 37 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead grows to 10-0.
I got this. Run.
This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. From the 35 on 2nd down.
That's
Mahomes,
first.
give him 7
Don't say that ain't.
Second run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. And fights through.
Oh, yeah. No way.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13 at the 40-yard line.
Runner.
Yellow, on the wall, lady. Don't get nervous.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Williams. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Let's go!
Tyreek Hill there to make the grab.
That's right. Yeah,
as they
Tyreek
are
Hill,
now on the board here in the first half. And partner, they found a gap there in the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening.
No.
But they found the opening and exploited it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. Getting set to go again. Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now.
If I can get someone in the chat to say how to take a knee if it's a terrible thing.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you
that was good.
Because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Goes underneath here to White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football.
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Michelle. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. He will push his way down to about the 14. Devin McCourty brings him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's third down. To throw on third down. Brady looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Go, 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 go.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Mahomes going to throw, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. To throw, it's Brady. It's caught. This is White. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because You're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's to his running back, complete.
He
got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets...
He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 34.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down and 4. Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
That throw by Brady incomplete. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Brady to throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down.
They're going too fast.
Sack the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. this is going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on
And they're going
down.
for
No
it.
reason
All
to
right.
down a couple of scores. They have
Great
to try and
idea.
make something good happen.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman.
Get
It'll be
over
a Patriot
there.
first down on a pickup of 16. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
Can they actually
There's
do
a lot of
it?
pressure
Can
on
they
the
win?
4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. And he'll work it inside the
Lucky.
30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's
33.
incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Brady now to throw, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
All right, well done.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean? Break out the just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they take a knee. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
Let's go, and that's how you
Crowd
win, baby.
applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your
Brady
towels.
sucks.
Get to
Don't
share
come
them with the
back,
home team.
boy.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field.
Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous. They act like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. Well, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs.
Right there.
Taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their 5th straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 7th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era as they look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
I like how you stated that they're one of the more successful franchises in Super Bowl history because at one point, they were 5-0 in Super Bowls. Joe Montana with wins in Super Bowl 16, 19, 23, and 24. And Steve Young, remember that one? Get the monkey off my back as he won big in Super Bowl 29. But they lost their last time out against the Ravens in Super Bowl 47. They're looking for a little bit of that. Can we get right again, guys? And I think the San Francisco 49ers team is going to play awfully well in this game.
And they're hoping that the lights stay on in the stadium the entire game this go-around. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Now Mahomes. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At work.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Chris Jones on the stop. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A pass that's taken in by Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They begin the drive with Coleman. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taken right around the 44. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 39 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. And obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes now to throw. Gonna let one fly through, and that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 44 yards. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This will be fielded at the 17. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Fights through and now a crease. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Yellow. 15.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Hill, complete. 33 yards that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams now.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Off the draw, here's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
6. Let's go, Tiny. Let's go right here now. 15. Yellow, yellow. Big edge, big edge. 15. Watch out.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead,
Thank you for taking me. Thank you for taking me. Can I just have cereal for dinner?
It's now 2nd and 10.
an incomplete.
Can I just have cereal for dinner?
So on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Good job.
Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now pass complete here to Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. And they go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Garoppolo now, 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now, and this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Gold with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
That's a good question.